Hello students, welcome to the online lecture series of St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurugram. Myself Satinder Vats, Assistant Professor in ETC Department. Our today's topic is up-down counters and module N counters. We have already seen the up and down counters separately in the synchronous and asynchronous counters. So we have already seen the up counters and down counters. In up counters we use asynchronous clocks in which the clock pulse is applied to the first flip-flop and then the output of the first flip-flop is used to feed the clock pulse of the second flip-flop, and then the subsequent outputs are used, the uncomplemented outputs, that is QA QB, to the clock pulse of next flip-flop. While in the down counters we saw that if we want to count in the reverse order, that is from, if it is a 3-bit counter, from 7 to 6, 6 to 1. Okay, so how we can do that? We used the intermediate clocks from the complemented output, that is the QA bar. If it was first flip-flop in the counter, the output of QA bar, first flip-flop output, would feed the clock of second flip-flop, and this goes on to the last flip-flop. So we saw how we can implement up and down counter. So in this lecture we will see how we can implement the up down counter in the same circuit, or how we can use the same circuit uh, to count both ways, that is from the smallest count to largest count and from largest to smallest count. So we use a mod, that is M, that can be 0 or it can be 1, to choose between the up counting mode and down counting mode. If we need to count from 0 to further counts, that is up mode, we will use M is equal to 0, and if we want to use the down counting mode, we will use M is equal to 1. So for this we need a combinational circuit. To choose out of the given two methods, so to choose out of these two methods we need a combinational circuit. So if we have 3-bit binary up down ripple counter or asynchronous counter, we would require 3-bit flip-flops, that is 3 flip-flops would be needed. So mode input M is required so that we can choose from the up and down mode. So for that we would need a combinational circuit. So it can be any combinational circuit which has 3 inputs Q bar and M, and the output is Y, that will decide if this Q will go to the clock pulse of next flip-flop, or this Q bar would go to the clock of the next flip-flop. So here we have tabulated a table. Since we have 3 inputs M, Q and Q bar in the circuit, so we have 3 inputs that can have 2 raised to power 3, that is 8 combinations. So we can have 8 combination of these input M, Q and Q bar, and our output is Y. So we will make a logical we will find out a logical expression for the output Y. So we can use a K map for that. We would calculate where it is 1 on what possible combinations the function y is high. So you all of you have the prior knowledge of this K map. You can solve it for output y. Okay, for y we need 3 inputs, so we need a 8 cell K map. So where the value of y is high, we would put 1 in these cells and pair them to find the logical expression, which comes out to be this one, that is y is equal to m q bar plus m bar q. So there used to be one more circuit which you can implement this to select the y. As you can see, our y is coming out to be m q bar plus m bar q. So I think you all know multiplexers. So it is nothing but the output of a 2-bit multiplexer that can select from 2 bits, and the select line can have value 0 and 1. So we can use a multiplexer also, but here in this example I have made this combinational circuit to implement this logical expression. So it can be implemented using 2 AND gates plus, that is the OR operation. For this OR operation we need a OR gate. So 2 AND gates and 1 OR gate is required to implement the logical expression for y, which would be used to select the up and down modes. We can also use a multiplexer instead of this whole circuit. So I know you know a multiplexer. What the multiplexer, if I implement a multiplexer and instead of this combinational circuit, it would be having 2 inputs q and q bar and 1 select line that can be m, and the output would be y. So what would be y? Y would become m into q plus m bar into q bar. So this is how we can make using the multiplexer as well. So now I have implemented the I have designed that up down counter, up down ripple counter, that is a 3-bit up down counter. So here I have used this combinational circuit. Here m and m naught are provided using this input to both the circuits, and qa and q bar is provided from there, and qb and qb bar is provided there. Depending upon the mode, we can choose how we want to feed the clock of next flip flop. So if m is 0, then qa will come here, and if m is 1, then this qa bar would come there. Similarly, if m is 0, this qb bar would feed the clock, and if m is 1, this qb bar would feed the next clock of next flip flop. So this is how other things would remain the same. If m is 0, it will work as a up counting mode, so everything will remain the same as we have already seen in the up counter. And if m becomes 1, it becomes a down counter. So using some combinational circuit, what we have done, we have reduced the number of flip flops to be used. If I had to use up and down counter, I was designing them with separate flip flops, but now what I have done is I am using only 3 flops to both up and down counting. So this is how you can make the up and down counters. Rest of the things would remain same. Now next is modulo and counter. So what is the modulo and counter? Like we have seen, if I am making a 3-bit counter, it would count from 000 to 001, then 010, then 011, then 100, 101, and in finally 111. It will count from 0 to 7. Now if I want to count only from 0 to 4, and then it would need to come back to 0. How would I implement these counters? Because I have 7 combinations of input possible, that is 0 to 7, but I want to count from 0 to 4 only, and after that the circuit will reset and reaches to initial position, initial count, that is 0. So how would I implement this sort of counter? So this is we do using modulo and counter. So let's say if I want to design a 2-bit counter, as we know a 2-bit counter would count from, if I have a 2-bit counter, it would count from 0 to 3. If I have a 3-bit counter, then it would count from 0 to 7. It is also called mode 8 counter. Similarly, 0 to 3 is called mode 4 counter. Similarly, if I am using 4 bits, 000 to 1111, then it is a mode 16 counter, as there are 16 possible states which can, or 16 possible counts which our counter can count. So here let's start with a mode 3 ripple counter using 2-bit ripple counter. Since we are using 2 bits, so this circuit would count from 00 to 01 and then to 10. Okay, and then to 1. So if I am using 2 bits, then it can count from 0 to 1 to 3. But I need, that is, it is a mode 4 counter. It can count 4 possible values of this combination of bits 0 to 3. But if I need to count only up to 2, that is 0 to 2, that is a mode 3 counter. I need to count only 0 to 2, that is from 00 to 01 and then 10, and it would reset again after this value. It would not count the 3. So for that, how we can implement the counter? Let's again we need a combinational circuit, some reset circuit which can reset our counter after the required count. In this case, if I reaches 2, then I need to reset the circuit and go back to 0 again. So for that I need again a combinational circuit. So let's see how we can do that. In this case, as we know, we can count from 00, 01, 10 to 11. So I need only to count up to 2, that is, let's see, I want to count up to 2 only. I don't want to count 3. So what would I need? The output should be, if this is the output function, so this is our reset function which we will implement using some gates, that is a combinational circuit. So it would remain high until we reaches 2, and as soon as we reaches 2, it must be 0, because we want the circuit to reset after 2. So this is our y, and we can find the logical expression for this using a K-map. So all of you know that for 2 bits we will have a 4-cell K-map. So this comes out to be our y, that is QB bar plus QA bar, or QA dot QB whole bar. This is nothing but the De Morgan's law. So this is how we would implement our reset circuit. So let's see how can we make our combinational circuit to reset. So it would be nothing but a NAND gate. As we can see over here, it is nothing but a NAND gate. This is a logical expression for QA into QB, that is the dot product. It is an AND gate, and if I take the bar, it would become NAND gate. So it is nothing but a NAND gate. So how we can use it for our reset circuit? So this is how we will use the QA. Okay, QA and QB I will feed to this NAND circuit, NAND gate, and the output I would feed to the clear. These clear inputs will reset the circuit and would feed 0 0, that is the initial count. So as soon as we get 1 and 0 as the count, our circuit would reset again to 0 0, and it will not count the 3. So this is how we can cut short our counts using a combinational or reset logic. Okay, so this is the timing diagram. You can always make the timing diagram from the transition table we have already seen. So now there is one more example how we can design a mod 5 counter. So as we need to count from 0 to 5, that is 0 1 2 3 4 mod 5 counter. So it will count from 0 to 5 counts would be there, since 4 and we are given a 3-bit ripple counter. As we all know, a 3-bit counter can count from 0 to 7, but what we need in this circuit in the given problem, that after 4 our circuit should reset to 0. We don't need to count 5, 6 and 7. After 4 it would again get back to 0. So here this is the flow diagram I have drawn. It will go to 1, then 2, 3, 4, and after 4 it will again go to 0. So we need a reset circuit or some combinational circuit to provide this reset or clear input. So here again I have made the truth table for that. As you can see, we have 3 inputs, QA, QB, QC, as we have 3 flip-flops in a 3-bit counter. So up to 4, that is 1 0 0, our output remains high. Why this clear output remains high? And it would count from 0 to 4. As soon as it becomes 5, that is 1 0 1, our y becomes 0 function, reset function becomes 0. So we would calculate the algebraic expression. Okay, we would calculate the algebraic expression for this reset or clear output y using the K map. So here we would need a 8-cell K map, as we have 3 inputs, QA, QB and QC, and our output comes out to be, using the K map, comes out to be QC bar plus QB bar into QA bar. So this, in this circuit we would require, in this reset circuit we would require, as it is a multiplication term, one AND gate and the summation of 2 terms, one OR gate and one AND gate would be needed in the reset circuit, which I have made here. You can see here one AND gate is used and one OR, and this output Y is fed to the clear input to all the flip-flops. As soon as we reaches 1 0 0, and after the next clock it will become 0 0 0 again. So circuit will be reset. So this is how we can make a module and counter and cut short our count from like if it is a 4-bit counter, it would count from 0 to 15. If I want to make a 10 module 10 counter, I can make it using some reset circuit, which we can I can found using the truth table and K map. So this is how you can make module and counter. This is it for the lectures and counters. Thank you very much.